Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of What's Happening Wednesday. This is the weekly roundup show that I like to do on this channel, which again gives me the perfect opportunity to do exactly that. Keep you guys updated with things that are going on in the world of Transformers. I'll let you know what's happening with this YouTube channel and of course my Instagram, which is toys_rus. This is part one of the news because again at the moment there's just so much going on in the world of Transformers, so I'm going to split it into two parts. The next part's going to be in about 10-12 hours, which will give the opportunity for anything else. If any more news breaks overnight for myself, I can let you guys know straight away as well. Right, we're going to start off with, there's 12 things today straight away, so we're going to start off with news of this. So this of course is and was Kingdom. This is now available to purchase via iTunes, via Amazon and other online stores. So if you want to get your digital copies of that, you can now. And let's be honest, I thought it was quite good to be fair. Right, moving on, we had a teaser image, we had a teaser image of Jazz from Kuro Curry, and I always say that wrong. Of course, Flame Toys last week, so now we've got more images and more details. So as I've said, it's Flame Toys. This is images from TFW 2005 via their Facebook account, and I'm gonna have another guy at Kuru line, and it's a high quality non-transforming action figure. These are so detailed, okay? They're 200mm high, the eyes and headlights have an LED, pre-painted die-cast product, high articulation gimmicks, and it's got so many other features that come with it. I'm going to show you this right now. You can order it from d4toys.com. If you order from them, you get a bonus face. But let's have a look at the figure, and again, I'm going to apologize in advance, excuse the glare, because it's got all black pictures and I always panic when I see the black because I know it's not going to be the greatest, but hopefully you can still see how good this figure is. There's the bonus plate mask if you order it from that website. This is, again, you can tell it's got a G1 style Jazz, but it's in its own Flame Toys unique design where they make them look, I mean, I suppose a little bit more samurai, shall we say. Highly articulate, fully posable. I love the fact we've got the numbers on the doors and it says Autobot rather obviously than Martini. You can see we've got a large gun there. In a second, you're going to see lots of images which look the same, but there's things like different hands, different face plates. Just this line is really, really good. I was very fortunate to see some in-hand actual products of this at the last convention I went to, and they are spectacular. I mean, the only negative thing that you could say is that, of course, they are non-transforming, but if you're just looking to display items like this, then, you know, they are absolutely top quality. And remember, as I just said, die-cast, and with the LEDs, that's brilliant. It looks great. There is all the parts. That's the bonus mask if you order from the one particular website. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of hands, an additional one there. Look at all them things you've got. It's such a quality item, to be honest. Right, moving on, we have got another third-party company. This is X-Transbot MX32 Xi'an. I hope I pronounced that right as well. This is their masterpiece scale blades. It's not an actual toy, it's computer-rendered images, and he looks great. This is of course going to complete their version, or not complete, going to be go towards completing X-Transbot's version of Defensor. That's an overhead view of it. I love the homages, of course, to Generation 1 with the fact that the weapons look exactly the same and you can position them exactly the same as the original Generation 1 toy did. Again, remember, this is masterpiece scale, so this is going to be huge. This is going to be highly articulate, really detailed, and again, a really high quality product. I hear nothing but good things from anybody who owns X-Transbots figures. I speak to loads of people who collect third party like this and they absolutely love them. You can see there, you can get the landing gear wheels out and indeed have it without them visible as well. And there you go, of course, he is going to make an arm as well because of course it was a combiner limb. Right, moving on, just very briefly going to recap over this list. This appeared over the weekend. Some of the figures we've seen already. I just wanted to go through the ones I think they're really exciting and indeed to correct and indeed update myself. So thank you to the people who told me Energon Monster is from Beast Wars Series 2. So that's obviously who that is. Of course, the brilliant thing is we know that we're going to get a deluxe Rescue Bot Chase. Someone suggested that the Rock could be Boulder, but I think because we've got Rescue Bot Chase, they would have actually said it's Rescue Bots Boulder, but they haven't. Sure Shot, as I say, is one of the biggest ones that's standing out towards myself. The Rocks could be rumoured to be Rock Lords or GoBot Rock Lords because, of course, Hasbro have got them as well, so that would be incredibly interesting. But again, here is the full list of products that we are expecting in the new and next part of the Transformers trilogy. Uni, I said universe, somebody said it could be united. Again, we don't know, we're all speculating, but that's the next wave, fingers crossed, of figures we are expecting. Talking of next figures we're expecting, this is brilliant. This is from TFW 2005, but it is direct from marclonus himself's Instagram page, and I love this, and you can see just how excited he is about this. He says here about, of course, the new Cybertronian mold Jazz. He's going to say, and obviously it's going to be a Target exclusive. He's saying, obviously, you'll see in a minute, he's paired him up with a Bumblebee figure. So again, people are going to start toy hunting for that. And he had the pleasure of working with Yuya Onishi from Takara Tomy. And what a treat. The proportions, the transformation, the special features, the articulation, the look. Ooh wee, man. Can you tell I'm excited? Yeah, that's his words, not mine. And he's just, again, it's so good to read. I don't want to read it all out to you, especially because I can't do a very good excited voice. I just want to show you the images that he shared. And I love these, they're so cool. So remember, this is a completely new mold. All of the parts on it are brand new. Even the head sculpt, it's not Studio Series 86, anything at all. There is the fact that obviously you can put the grappling hook on the end of a blast effect to really make sure it looks like it's firing out. There indeed is the Cybertronian or the Origin Bumblebee figure I was referring to. They look so great together. Funny enough, I'm going to go back to something in a second. There they are in their alternate modes. In a second, he's done something which, again, all fans, that's it. That's the scene. For the people who obviously want to see Wheeljack and remember Wheeljack, the scene in the cartoon is Jazz driving back to, I believe it's Icon City. I'm sure I'm going to be corrected if I'm wrong. With, of course, Soundwave looking over like that. Now, the interesting thing, funnily enough, I just want to show you very quickly at the bottom of his little speech about it. He says, what's next? Stay tuned. There you go. That's a quote from him there. So I think, obviously, and let's be honest, we are all expecting Wheeljack, as and when, who knows, but I imagine that's one of the little Easter egg clues towards it. Okay, via Flame Toys, now Twitter, and Hobby MB23, we have our first look at the colour prototype of Flame Toys. It's all these words again. Kuru Karakuri God Power Jet Armor. This was on display at Wonderfest Festival in Japan. This thing looks spectacular. It is huge. There's just a couple of images. There's nothing more than this at the moment. This is just in a display cabinet. And again, as and when I get more details on this and more images, I will let you know straight away. So in the meantime, it is Flame Toys God Power Jet, and again, it looks spectacular. Okay, moving on, one for the variant hunters. Now this one I'm not too bothered about because it's just instructions, and it's something that I suppose was bound to happen, because if you remember, BMAC said that with Breakdown he's managed to keep the boxes the same as Legacy Normal, but not Legacy Evolution. However, the instructions are of course inside some of the packages coming out different. So we've got Legacy Evolution and normal Legacy Breakdown instructions. So if you're a variant hunter and you even collect instructions, that's something else for you to have a look at. Okay, then we've got Studio Series RC, the core class, actual some in-hand images of this figure. There is the side of the packaging, and of course what she looks like in the movie. So excited for this movie now. I had the privilege of going on Rodimus Primal's channel yesterday or last night, discussing figures like this. It was a great experience. Huge thank you to him and to Larkin's Lair for jumping on as well. Really appreciate the invite. And as we both said, look, this is a highly articulate and it looks great for a core class. It's brilliant that they've gone with the core class for exactly that reason. I just think that she looks so good and it suits it. So really pleased with that. Right. Okay, we've got some sightings. So it says here, this is again from TFW 2005. It sure took some time, but Transformers Legacy Wave 3 Transmetal 2 Megatron has finally showed up at US retail. So this is an image of it here in, where is it? Which stores? In Target stores. So keep your eyes open in the Target stores, and fingers crossed, obviously you'll be able to get one soon. It is, again, it's a spectacular figure. Yeah, if I'd have had it last year, it'd definitely gone straight into my top 3, maybe. Definitely the top 5. It was so good. Talking of things that's so good, it doesn't get any better than that, does it? If you're going to go to TFCon in Los Angeles, Peter Cullen's going to be there. I don't need to say anything else about that. That's it. That's worth the ticket price alone. Got to be, isn't it? So there you go. If you're lucky enough to be going there, Peter Cullen's going to be a guest, absolutely, on the Sunday Fantastic. So jealous of everybody who's going there. Right, moving on. This is another thing to do with Rise of the Beast. This is from T-Formers, and this is Anthony Ramos. And he's done an interview. I'm not going to spoil any of it for you. He says he's grateful to take the lead of the new franchise, and the Entertainment Tonight link is there with the video of him, of course, talking about the movie. Don't, as I say, have a nose of it yourself. It's a great little interview, and again, exciting times because it's not long now until the movie comes out. Finally, I'm not too sure. I've been on Fans Hobby's Facebook page. Again, you can just go on that page and have a look. This is, of course, their MB23 plane, but a colour prototype of it. This is, for those of you who don't know, this is the redeco used by the Japanese Takara Super God Master Force toy line, so he was known as Buster. And again, I love these figures anyway. I loved the original Hasbro versions as a child. Since discovering Super God Master Force, I actually prefer the Takara versions. I think the colour scheme just works so much better. We've got loads of different angles here of the jet itself with the God Master, and unfortunately, if you wonder what I'm on about it, Power Master was the Hasbro's continuity, God Master was Takara's continuity, and again, that's why it's a different colour. And yeah, exactly that. You need to watch the cartoon Super God Master Force, I suppose, to fully appreciate how good this looks. And in all honesty, they've gone and done me a huge favour, because what they've done here, there is your Super God Master Force. However, double dealer there, I'm imagining, and again, maybe this is a tease, maybe it's an Easter egg, maybe we're going to get double clouder, so that means double dealer will be painted or in a different, or double agent as his name from Fans Hobby, in a different colour scheme, because these were all in Super God Master Force. That was Cab, that's Minerva, of course, and that was Go Shooter. So I can't remember the names off the top of my head for Fans Hobby, but if this was the Super God Master Force lineup, that is exactly what you would be looking at. And indeed, they add more fuel to the fire with the Super God Master Force by putting Overlord in as well, because these were the main Decepticons, or Destrons, shall we say, Buster, Hydra, and indeed Overlord, with, of course, Black Zarek in the 1988 Japanese exclusive cartoon Super God Master Force. Okay, moving on to something I'm going to start doing a lot more regular. A couple of spotlights on the people who I've been lucky enough to meet and indeed follow and indeed interact with whilst during this channel. So I want to give them a special shout out. This is Vaults of Icon. This is their website. He also has an Instagram, a Facebook. Check out his Instagram for some brilliant daily pictures of exactly that. Some third party, some original, some rare, some e-hobby figures. It's a great it's a great read, or just if you want to look at some pictures of some rare figures. Sticking with something else, this is the other side of it though. This is again a good friend of mine due to this channel. This is his YouTube channel. If you are into the Bayverse movies, into the figures, into just discussing the movie, this is his channel. This is Bayverse of Madness. If you've heard me refer to before, this is Brandon Kirk, and he's one of the people who's been buying, thankfully to him, lots of my movie figures off me, so I can indeed buy the Generation 1 figure. So check both Vaults of Icon and indeed Bayverse of Madness out, guys. Right, moving on to with regards to this channel. Part 2 of this is going to be in the morning. I've got Inferno Beast Wars. I need to get that finished. So hopefully that'll be up for tomorrow night. For those of you who are unaware, I've started a second channel, which is basically looking at things like this. So it's part of my collection. If you don't want to hear my voice going on and on, if you don't want to see a full review, if you just want to see things like this, detailed videos, opening it up, checking the entire contents of the packaging, checking the accessories. It's basically a visual online catalogue. So rather than having to look through magazines, what accessories came with what, I will just take these products, I will open up the box, show you the accessories that come with it, show you the date stamp that's on them. I'm going through my entire collection, putting them up, just little small videos, again, showing you variants like this. This is obviously Takara variants. I've got gig variants. I've got Italian, IGA Mexican, so many different variants. It's just a showcase. 1 minute, 1.5 minute videos, nothing huge, not my annoying voice talking all over it. If you want to check that out, that is the G1 archive, and it's my second YouTube channel. And of course, I'll be putting pictures of things like that on my Instagram as well. I'm going to be doing a live at the end of the month. I'll keep you guys posted with regards to that. But huge thank you to everybody for the massive support on this channel. Again, massive thank you to Rodimus Primal for having me on his channel, and for Larkin's Lair for jumping in. It was nice to speak to him in person for the first time. just really enjoying this. I thank you guys so much for it. Coming up to the 3rd year anniversary as well. Yeah, I've got nothing else to say apart from thank you everybody for the support, liking, watching, sharing, and of course channel members. It means the world to me. Thank you very much and take care.